Hello, Rudy Campos with the Rudy Campos home selling team at eXp Realty and Karly Rosalez with the Money Store. So we are going to be introducing, or Carly is going to be introducing a new loan program available for first-time buyers that I think people need to hear about. And Carly's been in the business 19 years. I've used Carly for loans, and she's an excellent loan and lender to get the job done in a timely manner. She has excellent communication skills with clients, and that's why I like working with Carly. So, Carly, can you tell us a little bit about the program?
Yes, thank you, Rudy. Yes, the new program is through CalHFA. It's a government agency. The program is called the California Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan. So this program was introduced last year, and 300 million was depleted in 11 days. 220 million is available again April of this year.
So, it sounds like it's a very popular program, so it's not going to last a long time, right?
Correct. It will definitely go fast, but the process is done a little differently. They will be accepting applications in April, and then you will be chosen via lottery. Then once you have been chosen, you will have 60 days to find a property of choice.
Okay, so the loan program is called Dream for All. Is that correct, Carly?
Correct. It's called Dream for All Shared Appreciation. And basically how it works is they are giving 20% down or 150,000, the lesser of the two, towards down payment and or closing cost. And at that point, there is no mortgage insurance and or interest accrued on that 20%. And the shared appreciation portion comes in when you have to pay back that money. It is not a grant. It is a down payment assistance. Therefore, you will need to pay back that 20% and or 150,000 along with your shared appreciation. And it's very important to know what that means. The shared appreciation is the amount your home has appreciated from the day you purchased to the time you either sell, transfer title, or refinance. For example, if you have 100,000 in appreciation between that time, you borrowed 20%, therefore you will give them 20% of your appreciation as well. So you've got to keep that in mind. It is an assistance program. You will pay back the 20% along with 20% of the appreciation from time of sale, from the time you in the future you sell again and or refinance or transfer of title.
So in essence, you're getting like a partner to assist you in the purchasing of a property with 20% down payment. And when you do sell, refinance, or change title, you have to pay the 20% back and also share with your partner 20% of that appreciation. So as Carly said, so if the property appreciated at 100,000, you get to pay 20% of that 100,000 back to the lender as well.
Yes, that's correct. And keep in mind, it doesn't have to be 20%. If, for instance, you have 10% of your own and only want to borrow maybe 10% to fulfill that 20% down, that is an option too, to then diminish the amount of payback of your appreciation in the future.
So the benefit is you avoid having to pay the mortgage interest. Is that correct?
Yes, with the 20%, you will not have mortgage insurance. And again, during that time, there is no interest accrued on the amount you borrowed.
And no mortgage insurance at all
Correct.
with that loan.
Correct.
So that helps anybody who wants to buy. Let's say somebody qualifies normally for 800,000, they might be able to jump that price range between 850, maybe even up to 900,000. So that's a great help for anyone wanting to buy with 20% down and get the benefits of all that also.
Correct.
So how does somebody apply for this program?
You will need to apply through a CalHFA approved lender, which me and my company are, and we will need to submit an application April. So once that is submitted, then it'll then get put into the lottery.
And when would you recommend that somebody get started to do that process?
I really recommend that you do it as soon as possible, only because of the fact that sometimes you never know what's what's on your credit or where your credit score is. This actually is great because it gives you time to go ahead and improve your credit score, improve your debt to income ratio, maybe minimize the debt that you have to, again, help you get approved for a higher amount. So the sooner you've got that information in hand, the better. So then we're ready to go when April comes.
One of the slogans that I use in this business, sooner is better than later.
Mm-hmm.
And as she said, the last time around, the amounts that were basically available went in 11 days. It was, basically people came in and took all that money in 11 days. So I would say start the process now, and then you can do any rearrangement of your credit, repair the credit if it needs to be done, whatever you need to do, but that will give you time to be able to apply for the program. So how does somebody get chosen for that program?
You will be chosen via lottery. So you do need to fulfill all the requirements. So the requirements for this first-time home buyer program is that all borrowers must, one, occupy the property, have a 680 FICO score, and also be a first-time home buyer, therefore not own property in the last 3 years. The addition to the guidelines this year is one borrower must be a first-generation home buyer, which means their parents cannot currently own a home. So that's one thing we do need to keep in mind this time around.
So that's in case the parents want to assist in getting qualified?
Correct. They cannot own a home. Parents, if they want to assist, have to also be living in the home. There are no occupying co-borrowers or signers allowed.
So Karly, what is the term or the length of this loan program?
The term of the program is the same as your first mortgage, the traditional term for 30 years. So it'll always be tied with that same first mortgage. And like I'd mentioned, when you pay it back at sale of the home, transfer of title, or refinance, keep in mind, I do want to mention that you do have the ability to refinance, but you only are allowed one time to refinance, and you subordinate that Dream for All program the first time. But the second time you decide to refinance is when you're going to go ahead and have to pay back the amount borrowed plus the shared appreciation.
Okay. So the good news again is that you get basically a 30-year mortgage with 20% down payment assistance. No interest is paid on that 20%. And if you do need to refinance because the rates maybe came down more, and what's the normal rate difference in order for someone to refinance? Is it like 2% less than whatever the actual mortgage rate is?
That question, I think, is really depending on the client, right? It depends on what amount of savings is beneficial for you. So it depends on, obviously, we're going to refinance once the current market has gone down and you can benefit from a lower monthly payment. On average, they say half a point at minimum, then your current interest rate will be beneficial. But again, it's really dependent on the client's need and what they feel is going to benefit them.
Okay, right. So just to clarify what Karly said in terms of refinancing, you get a one-time opportunity to refinance without having to pay that 20% back. So you get to refinance one time. If you do want to refinance again, at that point you would have to pay back the 20% plus the 20% appreciation?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So any other thoughts in terms of why this is a great loan program for somebody?
I think the big benefit is really this is going to be the difference of somebody coming a homeowner or not. A lot of people with interest rates, unfortunately, have been priced out of the market. But now that you have the 20% down payment, this will allow you to now get back into the market or allow you to get to the next tier of home, right? So you've got to be able to sit down with the lender and look at those numbers and make sure you're comfortable and see where you're at. That's the bottom line. It doesn't hurt to ask and doesn't hurt to go ahead and sit down and get the numbers and see where you stand.
I would also add the fact that the rates, are supposed to be coming down this year, maybe 3 times, and you don't want to wait around to see if this program is going to still be available towards the beginning of April. You want to get started now so that you can take advantage, get your name in, and then by lottery you'll be chosen if you get to participate in this program or not. So sooner is better than later, as I said earlier. So Karly, how can buyers start this process, and where do they call you to set up an appointment, to find out more, or to get this going?
Please always reach out to me via my cell phone. That is 805-302-8224. You can call and or text me anytime. My primary office is here in Camarillo. It's 601 East Daly Drive, Suite 122 in Camarillo. I do have a Thousand Oaks, Simi, and Oxnard office location if you need to meet in those locations. Just let me know. Just give me a call and we can set some time to either talk over the phone and or meet in person to lay everything out for you.
Excellent. So again, I appreciate the time, Karly, that you've given us to share this information to the public. And if you are thinking of buying a property this year, sooner is better than later. And if you want to participate in this loan program, definitely get a hold of Karly to get that process started. She also can help you with any other questions regarding any other type of financing, conventional loans, FHA, VA loans, etc. So give her a call. If you're thinking of buying a home, selling a property, call me, Rudy Campos. My number is 805-479-2992. 43 years in the business, lots of experience, and I will definitely take care of you or your family members or friends should you refer me anyone else that you were thinking about. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please click like on it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as share this with your friends and family. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you.